Hi and welcome back to a new video. This is going to be my May Blu-ray overlook of all the movies, the Blu-rays that I picked up in May. And this is really late. I'm filming this in early July. And the reason why it's late is because there's a couple that I still haven't watched. And I also haven't filmed my top 5. Josh has filmed his top 5, I haven't filmed mine. I don't think I will do my May top 5. I will continue on with June's, just because it's been a bit of a too long time. But I still wanted to talk about the films because there was a lot of films that came out in May that I really enjoyed and have a lot to talk about. So I did want to do this overview, so hopefully you'll still enjoy it even though it's running a little bit late. So, in the first week of May, we had one movie, which was Why Him? So this is the only movie that I picked up in the first week of May, and I gave this movie 3.5 stars, and I enjoyed it. It was a comedy, it was actually kind of Christmassy, which was funny, and I would definitely watch it again, probably around Christmas time this year. I think I really enjoyed that. It was just a silly comedy. I really liked James Franco in it though, I thought he was great. He's really grown on me since watching 11/22/63 recently, the TV show. And overall, it was good. It was an average comedy. It was a little bit more on the silly side, but I enjoyed it. And I'm really glad that I did pick this one up. So, in the second week of May, I picked up 4 films. We have Monster Trucks, Passengers, Collateral Beauty, and finally, A Monster Calls. So there was 4 movies in this second week, which was pretty good. Now, first of all, let's look at A Monster Calls. I have not watched this film yet. I've watched about half an hour of it. I have, however, read the book, and I really enjoyed the book actually. I gave it 5 stars. And when I started to watch the film, I wasn't too sure if I was in the right frame of mind or the right mood to watch the film. And I wasn't sure if maybe it was one of those things that I was just going to enjoy the book a lot more. So I haven't finished watching this film, but that doesn't mean that I will finish watching it for sure. I want to be in the right mood to watch it, so I didn't want to rush into watching it. But if you have watched it, please let me know in the comments below your thoughts on it, because I feel like I do need a bit of a push to get this one watched. So that's Monster Calls. Then we have Monster Trucks, which is a family film. And I thought this one seemed kind of original, but in the end I was a little bit disappointed with it. I gave it 3.5 stars. However, I feel like I enjoyed Why Him more, which was obviously also a 3.5 star. It ended up being quite cliche actually. And it's surprising because it's about this monster that this boy discovers that can kind of be an engine for a car. And that seemed really cool, and I do enjoy family films. But this one, it just felt a little bit of a letdown. It just felt a little bit too much the same and a little bit cliche and a little bit like other family films I'd seen. So I was a little bit disappointed in that one, but it was still okay. And I wouldn't, hate to watch it again, so it's fine. Then we have Passengers, which I gave 4.5 stars, I believe. And this is one that I've really been wanting to watch again. I've been thinking about this one quite a bit since having watched it, and I really did enjoy it. And I'm really glad that I did pick it up. I love Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. I just really liked the idea of this. I liked the setting and the spaceship. And I really enjoyed it. I can't really say that it's not the best space. It's kind of different than other space movies. It's a bit more of a cheesy space movie, to be honest. A lot of the space movies we've been getting lately are more serious, like Gravity, Interstellar, Arrival, and things like that. This isn't kind of in that league. It's more of a relaxed, I don't know, sci-fi. But yeah, really did enjoy that one. And then the final one for the second week, I have Collateral Beauty, which initially I kind of regretted picking up before I'd watched it. And I thought, I really wish I wouldn't have picked this up, etc, etc. However, when I watched it, I was completely blown away, and I gave it 5 stars, and I haven't seen anyone else enjoy it as much as me, to be honest. So, go in with it with a bit of grain of salt, because I've heard some pretty bad reviews about this film. But for me, it just kind of struck a chord with me, and I just really enjoyed it. I feel like I watched it at the right time, in the right moment, in the right frame of mind, and I just really, really loved it. It's got a really fantastic cast, as you can kind of see on the front here, and yeah, it was a 5-star movie for me, and it was the first 5-star of the month, so yeah, it was pretty good. Okay, in the next week for May, I picked up 2 movies. We have Assassin's Creed and La La Land. Okay, so the second movie that I have not yet seen from May is La La Land. Okay, I have 40 minutes left to watch of La La Land, and I think I will make a whole video about La La Land and on further discussion about other things, but I haven't finished watching it yet, and I do need to. But I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I don't know. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I haven't finished La La Land yet, so at least you know that's one that I have not finished watching. Then we have Assassin's Creed, which I was a little bit let down by. I gave it 3 stars. I really wanted it to be more in the kind of historical world rather than in the today. I felt like they spent too much time in today's, or in the reality, rather than in the, I forget what it's called, and I've played the games. But basically, when in the games, I feel like you spend most of the time running about the, whatever place it might be, whether it's Italy or London or wherever. And I really enjoyed that about Assassin's Creed, whereas I feel like in this film, we didn't get enough of that. It wasn't enough of the fun when he's in the past part. Someone's going to know the name of that, and it's killing me that I can't think what the name is right now. But yes, I really didn't enjoy this too much, but I gave it 3 stars. I probably would check it out again, but it just, I'm pretty sure you probably heard about it. It was just, and but it's got a cool subcover. Okay, so for the next week in May, I again picked up 4 films. So we have Hacksaw Ridge, Lion, Sing, and Live by Night. Okay, first of all, we'll talk about Sing. I would say, oh, nearly knocked the camera over. There we go. Okay, so Sing came out after Secret Life of Pets from the same company that do Despicable Me. Secret Life of Pets was okay for me, and I watched Sing and I thought, yes, I prefer this. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was comical, it was really good. This first half I definitely enjoyed more than the second half. I found there was more jokes, and I was kind of finding it more of a laugh in the first half. But I enjoyed it. I liked the concept, it's got that X Factor concept. And I can't really say that I've got many problems with it. Like I say, I gave it 4 stars. And I gave Secret Life of Pets 3.5 stars. However, for some reason, with me, I felt this was a little bit more forgettable than Secret Life of Pets. I don't know what it is. I gave Secret Life of Pets a pretty average, middle of the road rating, but I always feel like I really want to rewatch it, and I don't know why. But yeah, Sing, I enjoyed it. It was a good animated film, and I will definitely check it out again. I liked the songs, I liked the humour, and I'll be definitely looking out for more by Illumination Entertainment, because I do think they're pretty good. Okay, the next one we have here is Hacksaw Ridge, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. I gave it 5 stars. It completely blew me away. As always, all of these films I have done reviews for in a Friday Reviews video, but this is just mini reviews. But this was amazing. It was probably the best war film I have seen. I gave, like I said, I gave it 5 stars. It was torn between my favourite for the month. There's this and another one that, this would be my second favourite. If I did a top 5, Hacksaw Ridge would be my number 2. And it was amazing. I'm sure you've all heard about it. It's been very talked about, hyped up, I guess, and I think it definitely deserves the hype that it's been receiving. So yeah, Hacksaw Ridge was amazing. Okay, and then we have another one, which is Lion, which is my favourite film of May. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. Again, it completely blew me away. I cannot stop thinking about this film. The little boy in this film is so amazing, and he completely was just incredible. I loved everything about this, and I absolutely recommend it, and I cannot wait to watch this one again. It really was fantastic, and my favourite film of May. So yeah. And then finally, for this 4th week, we have Live by Night with Ben Affleck, and I feel like I only recently talked about this one in Friday Reviews, and I gave it 4 stars, and I very much enjoyed it. It was very much, I've said very much twice in a row there, but it was a different type of gangster film. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, and it was a bit more chilled out, I suppose I'd say. It wasn't kind of full of action. It was quite, I don't really want to say relaxed, but it just kind of took you on a story, on a journey during the Prohibition, and I thought it was really interesting, and I really did enjoy it. So yeah, I would recommend this one if you're into that kind of thing, but don't expect it to be too actiony, I suppose I'd say. And we have the final week, which there's only one film, and I picked up Jackie with Natalie Portman. Now I suppose the thing is with this film, I thought it was a very good film. I gave it 4 stars, and I thought Natalie Portman was fantastic. I thought the story was very interesting. I've always been interested in JFK and Jackie Kennedy and that whole kind of time, and I really loved Parkland. I thought that was a fantastic film. I really liked that. I would definitely recommend that. I mean, it's been a while since I've watched it, but from what I can remember, I really did think it was really good. And this, I feel like, is definitely a one-time watch. So I do feel I maybe shouldn't have picked it up on Blu-ray, because I don't think I would watch it again. I can't think of a reason why I would. But I don't think it was a bad film. I thought it was done very well, very interesting. But it might have been something that I'd watched. So say I watched it on TV one time, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm glad I watched that. But I don't really feel like I didn't need to own it. So it's kind of, you know, but I don't mind. Like I said, I thought that it was a good film. I like to support film anyways and buy films, so there we go. But it's not something that I'd get rid of, but I just feel like it wasn't something that I would necessarily feel I needed to own. But I did give it 4 stars. So now let's run through the star rating roundup, I suppose you'd say. So we have, well, obviously there's 2 that I haven't watched. You know which 2 they are. We have one movie coming in at 3 stars, which is Assassin's Creed. Yep, so that's the only 3 star. So that's kind of the lowest rating, so that's pretty good. And then we have 2 movies coming in at 3.5 stars, which are these 2. Out of these 2, I prefer Why Him, but yeah, these are both 3.5 stars. Then we have our 4-star films, of which I have 3. So we have Sing, Jackie, and Live by Night. These are all very different. I couldn't really say which I prefer out of these. I guess maybe Sing, but I did think Live by Night was very good. Yeah, so these are all 4 stars. So that's those 3. Now we have 4.5 stars, of which there is 1. And that is Passengers. Really enjoyed this one. Definitely would recommend. I mean, I've heard some mixed reviews, but again, for me personally, I really did enjoy this one. And then we have 3 5-stars, which is awesome, because who doesn't love a good 5-star film? We have Hacksaw Ridge, Lion, and Collateral Beauty. So these are definitely my top 3 films of the month. My favourite is Lion, second favourite Hacksaw Ridge, third Collateral Beauty. Really loved these. I was so glad to have some great 5-star films in May. I keep wanting to say June, that's not the right month. I feel like May was a great month. I feel like there were some really good movies, and I really enjoyed a lot of them. But I just fell behind a little bit with watching, and then I just couldn't get back on track. So I guess, I don't know. But I will be doing one of these for June. I haven't finished watching all the June movies yet, but I will do it soon. I'm hoping it'll definitely be up in July, I can say. I am going on holiday, however, so I haven't got as much time to watch them as I would usually. But there we go, there's all the May pickups. I feel like I picked up quite a lot in May. I'm pretty happy with everything that I picked up. I suppose, yeah, Assassin's Creed was my least favourite, just because I found it disappointing, I'd say. Jackie, I could have done without owning, I suppose, but again, you know, it was still a good film. And these 2 I am yet to watch. Well, I've watched I've watched half an hour of Musicals, and I've got 40 minutes left to watch of La La Land. So yeah, that was my May roundup. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it was late, but I hope you still managed to enjoy it anyway. Let me know in the comments below which of these films you have seen. Is there any films that came out in May that you picked up that I haven't picked up that you would recommend? I would love to know your thoughts. And until then, I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!